journey to say. And tomorrow's not today. I still can't sleep. I can't think. Wish you hadn't gone. You're still so much I need to say. And tomorrow's not today. Wait for your call, try and hear your voice. Remember how you sound, and I have no choice. I want to be free, but I can't escape. Falling and falling deeper, and I know it's too late. I can't concentrate.
Got to angle it, and it's looking up a bit. What's the angle? Don't tell me. The night draws in 2 hours. And I've come to talk to you about the bike. But what? But I'm having to use my phone, and I must remember to look up there. So I'm going to tell you about... Are you sure it's up there? Yes. So I'm going to tell you about the bike. I'm off on the Love Parade. The Love Parade, yes. A beautiful little, not so little, rascal, a great desire. Will it do? Probably not. It's not the most pleasant doing the kickstart.
Concentrate. Spirituals falling and falling deeper. It's too low. This is my bike, which I call Vulcan. And I turned it into a cafe racer, as you can see. And it's a GS750 inline 4 kickstart and electric start. I'll put this down. I've made it so that when I ride it, I'm in this sort of gallop position, you know? Tucked up, elbows in. Oh bugger, I've got a flat, almost. I'm getting a flat on my thing. So I'm sort of tucked in, right down. That tiny, weeny little visor really... That tiny little visor actually keeps a hell of a lot of the wind off me. It's funny it's called a Vulcan, because people call me a Vulcan as well, because I'm so logical. Although, chaotic. Where did I put the key? Where did I... Oh, the key's
keys in my pocket, which is where you should put a key. Anyway, when you do a proper cafe racer, well, no, not a proper one, but what they used to do was strip it right back so that it would go faster. But, I mean, I don't often use the kickstart, but I like it there. I've taken the foot peg off and I cut the frame back, and but there's other things as well that I could take off, but I just love the look of the bike, so I'm not stripping it right back. I'm not being a purist about it. I've kept what I love. I changed the, I've got a little GoPro mount there, which is a bit useless, but I'll show you. So the old Speedo and stuff like that was just horrid, great big hefty hideous thing. That's nice, that lights up blue. And when I got that one, it doesn't get, I've never taken this to 140, but you never know. I generally ride at about 60. This is cut back as well. I put all these stickers on it that I got all around the world because I like it. I love these wheels. I love these alloy wheels. Just love them. I love the shape of the tank. I love it. The air filter before looked like a pair of elderly gentlemen's underpants, so I've got these which work very well. Everything had to be adjusted, a little kickstart. These are made from sheet metal, which I somehow got hold of. The seat, sheet metal as well. You don't really sit on the seat, I mean you do a bit, and people think it's going to be really uncomfortable, but it's not. But most of the time your weight is on the tank. I mean your whole chest is on the tank. I've got one mirror there, but that is because the other one fell off. This visor was an eBay thing and love the way it looks. All the paintwork I did obviously, and the roundels and the stripes and stuff like that I've done by hand, and this as well, done all of this by hand. It's had a massive overhaul. This tool roll is actually really, really useful. I keep gaff tape in there. I keep normal tools, but I keep gaff tape in there and cable ties and stuff just in case. Small stickers, and that's me. Hello. Yesterday I did a video talking about it as well, but the cockerel kept shagging the hens behind me and sort of put me off. Ooh. He's at it again.
Come here, boy, and let me see.
beautiful bike. Just love it. Alright. Really exciting to ride. I mean, every time you get on it, it's just makes you really, really happy. Makes me really happy. And all sorts of people can ride it as well, not just a little wrinkly size thing like me. Humans of great size can ride it. Not that you're interested, but you might be. These boots, they're the Daytona. I think they're called Lady Pilot, and they are brilliant, because I'm only a short ass, you know? 5'4", and I can't reach the ground on lots of bikes. And these have a 6 centimetre hidden heel. Have a 6 centimetre hidden heel, but you can't feel it. You feel like your feet are absolutely flat on the ground. I could leap out of a tall tree with these and not topple. You're doing 60 and you feel like you're doing over 100. Because this obviously is the GS 750, but last year I had a Gixxer 750 as well, GSXR 750, and that was really, really fast. But the thing with that is that you could do, I don't want to say because it's illegal, but you could go very, very fast and it didn't feel it. This one, it does feel it. Bike, put the kickstand down and it doesn't cut the engine out. The only bike I've ever had which doesn't cut out. They are quirky and idiosyncratic, but that's really lovely, getting used to their idiosyncrasies. The quirks. Hey, you babe, you're pretty.